Alrighty then, and we're finally continuing One Piece, continuing the Baratie arc, starting with chapter 57, and I might read through to the rest of the Baratie arc, or I might cut it off and make a part 4. I haven't quite decided yet. It's quite a hefty amount of chapters left, so more than likely we're doing a part 4 after this. But anyways, let's open chapter 57 called If You Have a Dream. I believe we left off on some kind of flashback. Um, alright, so the chapter cover has we're back with the buggy crew. This time we got the guy who looks like a bear. Fighting against another guy I don't think I recognize. But the guy with the who looks like a bear, he has a whip, and the guy who I don't think I recognize has a scarf. And then there's a crowd of people cheering them on or something. Oh, and the lion is in the background too, cheering on the. It looks like actually probably all of Buggy's crew is the ones cheering them on actually. But okay. Go to the chapter now. Let's see. We got What is this ship? This isn't the. Oh, this is the flashback still. So I forget what this flashback's about, but I'll just start reading. There's two ships here, by the way. This one has like the alcohol bottle on the front, and the other has like a chef duck or something on the front with a fork and knife. All right. Uh, Somebody's saying a pirate ship. Triple exclamation point, and there's a woo in the background. And then somebody's saying that ship dot dot dot. It's the pirate cooks. Triple exclamation point. And then somebody's going on to say it's Red Shoes Zeph's ship, and it's got a shot of there's like a duck or a chicken, the chef's hat, and instead of like a crossbones, it's a knife and fork. And there's also a woo in the background and a flap sound effect for the uh flag flapping in the air, I guess. He's back from the Grand Line. Double exclamation point question mark. Here we got a younger Zeph, I guess. And there's still an ooh in the background, and they got all his chefs uh chefs in the background, I guess. Those are his cheflings, whatever they're called. Alright, next page. We got the Zeph's crew facing against some, I don't know, Marines, I guess. The Marines are saying, what is it, like 5 times dot dot dot, and there's a plink sound effect for the rain hitting the deck of the ship, and then you got this, I don't know, Marine guy looking concerned about this coming battle, I guess. He's saying Captain Red Shoes Zeph, I presume. What do you want? And Zeph says, take it all. And then the chef pirates or whatever they are attacking now, and they say take everything of value. Arg, and then the raw from all of them charging, and then an eek from the Marines or whatever being attacked. And then we got uh yeah, just general. Someone's taking a purse from a woman. Some other thievery happened. I think maybe the woman's saying ah as her necklace is ripped off, and her raw from the chef pirates or whatever they are. And they're the one taking the purse and necklace is saying, "Give me that." And there's more raw in the background as more fighting's going on. And an awe with a double exclamation point. Looks like someone's been defeated laying on the ground. There's a guy standing over him. Looks like he's got like an afro or something. Some other fighting or whatnot going on behind him. And then a woo sound effect, and then a fawash or a thoom from, I don't know, thunder. Okay, and then you got this guy. I don't know. This is probably a younger version of one of the chefs. Maybe a younger version of Patty. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think Patty has glasses, does he? Anyways, he's saying, Captain, we'd better hurry or we'll be caught in the storm. And Zeph says, I know. And then there's a wah sound effect of somebody, I don't know, running. And then, oh, we got young. Oh gosh, what's this guy's name? I forget this kid's name. Oh my gosh. It's been too long since I last read. But it's like the new guy who's about to be the chef of the uh Luffy crew. I forget his name. Anyways, I think he says darn it. In the background. And he says, I think this might be his inner thoughts, but he's thinking, I'm not letting these guys kill me. Oh, and then there's a chink sound effect as there's a shot of a bag. Okay. And then Zeph is doing something or other. He's saying, hey, you wait. What's this? And the guy he's talking to says, huh? And there's a shake sound effect next to him. Forgive me, he says. Captain Zeph, my stomach. And a crush as, is that Zeph? Some, maybe Zeph or someone other kicked the other guy through, part of the ship. The crush and the triple exclamation point. And you got some women over here reacting to it with a exclamation point. And there's a creak from the guy who got kicked. And another creak, and a clang rumble from the impact. And a nga from NGAAH. I don't know. I don't know what that sound effect is. From the guy I guess got kicked. We never touch other people's food, says Zeph with a shrug as he's holding the guy by the head. How many times I gotta tell you? Asks Zeph. And the guy who's being held by the head says, Aye, sir. Or aye, sir. And he says, Zeph, presumably speaking, says, you stupid eggplant. This Brat's insane, says someone else. And the tall guy, I don't know who this is, but he's saying, boys, stop waving those knives around. Somebody could get hurt. He says this to the kid whose name I don't remember, who's about to be the chef on Luffy's crew. And our taller guy says, I'm bleeding, it's a nasty cut. And then presumably the kid whose name I can't remember says, go away, I'm not gonna let you see snakes murder me. Looks like we got a reaction from the chefs saying, belay that Sanji. I guess Sanji is his name. Don't resist. And then some other pirates, maybe? Pirate chefs? I don't know what they are. Yeah, kid, stop it. Don't provoke him. Another one saying, do something. He's one of your cooks. Isn't he? Another saying, stop it, Sanji. Zeph says, if the kid wants to die so bad, ... go ahead and kill him. Triple exclamation point. Alright, we got Sanji with his two knives saying, "Who says I want to die? You plan to kill us all anyway, don't you? But I'll kill you first." And then, to be honest, I don't know what's happening. I think somebody kicked Sanji, I think is what I'm looking at here. With a clonk sound effect. They triple exclamation point from Sanji. Sanji drops the knives, goes flying back into the boat, breaking more of the boat. The chefs are saying Sanji. And then one of the other chef pirates, whatever they are, saying, "Get him, Captain." No mercy, says another. Then a chomp sound effect as Sanji's biting the guy on the leg, on the foot or whatever. With a exclamation point, and the guy who's being bit on the leg is saying "humph." Someday I'm gonna, or that's Sanji, I think. Base with a crush sound effect, and I'm gonna find that all blue. Okay, yeah, that's Sanji because that was his goal or whatever. And more cushish sound effects was we got a shot of Zeph, and we got the pirate chefs or whatever laughing, saying "Bwahaha." The little man's gonna find the all blue. He's got big dreams. Captain, you gonna set him straight. Ain't no all blue, not even on the Grand Line. And they wahahaha from all of them laughing. The little fool, is he still going on about that? Says another one of the chefs. With a sound effect from, I guess, the rain. And they crash as the guy who's having his leg bit on, I guess, maybe, or something. I think that's actually Zeph. I don't know. Zeph kicked somebody, and there's a crash sound effect. A triple exclamation point, and then we got the reaction from the other. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't Zeph. Maybe it was the guy who's getting his leg bit on. Anyways, we got multiple dots followed by two exclamation points with a woo and a crush in the background. I'm not gonna be killed in a place like this. Says presumably Sanji. With a crush in the background. By you crap pirates. Okay. And we got one of the chef pirates, whatever they are, saying, "Captain, we gotta go. This storm's getting worse by the minute," with a crush sound effect in the background for the rain. And then we got Sanji laying on his back, saying, "Okay, you swabs, load the treasure onto our ship." That might be somebody else talking, as we got a shot of Sanji. Anyways, the sound effect and a crush from a wave maybe in the side of the boat or something. With a triple exclamation point from the people on the boat. And an awe from Sanji being washed away or whatever, and one of the chefs saying Sanji double exclamation point, and there's the woman there too who's giving a triple exclamation point. And Sanji's been knocked off the side of the boat, and he's saying aw, and then one of the chef pirates, whatever they are, saying hey, Captain double exclamation point question mark. And a splump sound effect from whatever the captain's doing. Maybe, I don't know, stomping on someone or something. And a crack as it looks like um the chef Zeph has kicked the, what is it called, like a mast, the big pole thing. He's kicked it, cracked it into a crack, and then now the mast or whatever is falling down towards Sanji. Presumably, this will help Sanji get back up boat. Yeah, Zeph's carrying the mast, I guess it looks like, under his arm. They splash from Sanji in the water, and a bam from, I don't know. There's a bam sound effect. I don't know what it's from. But Zeph says that Craft Kid, the chef pirates or whatever they are, saying Captain triple exclamation point. Why is he a worthless? Why he's a worthless pirate? Triple exclamation point. Captain triple exclamation point as the captain hits the water with a sploosh and a woo sound or a womb sound effect and a double exclamation point question mark as there's another big wave in the ships. There's a ploosh sound effect and an awe and a crack crack and a crack crack again with a triple crack actually. And then there's just a panel of the water. And another panel with the waves with a whir, dot dot dot, and then another panel with just the ocean and the sky and part of a bird, and then another panel with an island and the crash sound effect. Looks like Sanji's on the island with a crash sound effect, and there's a 5 times dot dot dot. And this is Zeph speaking. You awake, eggplant head. You've got some powerful luck. Exclamation point from Sanji. Uh, dot 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 pirate dot dot dot, or rather dash dash. Ow. Double exclamation point. Ouch. Double exclamation point. Wump. Right. Sanji's in pain. Humph. Don't bother trying to get up. Who do you think kicked you, boy? Says Zeph. The ship! Exclamation point says Sanji. Humph, says Zeph. With that maelstrom, I spec it was wrecked. He goes on to say, my ship was smashed, no doubt about that. Exclamation point from Sanji. It's clear from the wreckage. It's cold comfort that I haven't seen any corpses, says Zeph. The storm was 2 days ago. He goes on to say, you and me, boy, dot 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 dot, got tossed up on this barren rock. No fruits, no animals. We can't even fish from here. They crash sound effect from the waves hitting the side of the island. The rocks being carved by the waves. Once you go down, you can't get back up. Dot dot dot, like a mousetrap. How'd you get up here in the first place then? Anyways, Zeph says there's no way for us to get food. Makes you want to cry, don't it? Sanji says, not me. It's all your fault. I'll bash your head in, says Sanji. Quit yapping. I could split your throat and eat you, says Zeph. And Zeph goes on to say, all we can do now is sit and wait. Help could come tomorrow if we get lucky, or we could end up as sun-bleached bones. And we got Sanji imagining being bones with a bird nest on his head. I said, but bones? Gasp. Me? And Zeph goes on to say, here's your cut. He has a giant bag, like wump as it hits the ground. A little grub got washed up here with us. If we eat normally, it'll last maybe 5 days. But if we're smart, we can stretch it a bit. Good thing we're both cooks. And he goes on to say, hey, wait, this might be Sanji speaking. Hey, you got more than me 3 times as much. Zeph responds, of course, I'm a grown man. I got a bigger stomach than you. And Zeph puts a foot on Sanji's head, and saying, that's our situation. With a tunk sound effect of him putting his foot on Sanji's head. Then he says, we can't waste our strength fighting each other, double exclamation point. Is that a 5 times dot 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 followed by a triple exclamation point? A Kirk sound effect from Sanji in the foot, I guess. I don't know. Crap geezer, says Sanji. Be grateful I am sharing, and don't expect any extras. And then he goes on to say, you keep watch over here. I'll be on the other side of that rock, watching for ships. Holler if you see a sail. Dot dot dot. And then he walks off to their side, saying, otherwise keep quiet. Jabbering burns energy. And they, was it 6 times? 7 times? I'm not counting. But it's many dot dot dots from Sanji. I'll pray we have luck, says Zeph, by the way. Yeah, shot of the sky and the island. Another shot of the sky and island, but there's a sunset. They gurgle, grumb, and a crash, so it sounds like Sanji's hungry. And a grung from Sanji's stomach again. And a shot of the sunset or sunrise, maybe, I don't know what time of day it is, but and there's seagulls too. And then Sanji's reaching for the bag of food with a rumb sound effect, and they was that 5 times dot dot dot. Shot of Sanji frowning with inner thoughts being, if we eat normally, it'll last maybe 5 days, but if we're smart, we can stretch it a bit. So he's thinking back to what the Steph said. So he resists eating. They 5 times dot 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 in a gurgle. Okay. Dot 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 triple exclamation point as we got another shot of the island and the Sanji sitting and or maybe it's potentially Zeph, I don't know. I don't want to die, says Zeph, I think. He's got a rock in his hand, held over his head as he's sitting there. So this isn't the end, dot dot dot, dot dot dot, of Zeph's red shoes, or shoe. And a crack as he smashes the rock on his leg. Why, I don't know, but anyways, it looks painful, and a triple exclamation point. Alright, that's the end of the chapter. Gosh, these chapters are long compared to Chainsaw Man, aren't they? Oh boy, okay. On to chapter 58. The Crap Geezer is the chapter title. Chapter cover has the bear dude fighting the other guy who I don't know who he is. They both look like they've been fighting for a while. There's also some lion on a boat. I don't know. The lion is having a dream about him being the captain of a pirate ship or something. Okay, cool. I forgot to read what the title was, or the title of the flashback was last time, but whatever. This time it's called After the Battle, Part 17. Intense 12-hour battle. Alright. Okay, we're back at the island, zoomed out, with a crash sound effect. That's our situation, inner thoughts of Sanji, thinking back to what the Zeph said. We can't waste our strength, fighting each other. Crap geezer, if I do see a ship, I'm not going to tell him. He can die. I'll survive on my own. Alright. And he's going on to say, I can see a long way out on the ocean. With a scree sound effect from seagulls and another scree sound effect from seagulls. And he's going on to say, if I watch for 4 or 5 days, I'm bound to see a ship. And there's no sign that orbit sank, dot dot dot. Dot dot dot, so it could still come and rescue me. It looks like he's opening the bag of food now. Thinking it over, well, dot dot dot, I do have a whole 5 days worth of food. But this is a matter of life and death. So I'll divide it into 20 portions just to be safe. That means less than one meal a day, but the depressions in the rock are full of rainwater, so I'll make it. Sanji goes on to say, if I stay alive for 20 days, a ship's gotta come. I'm sure to be rescued. No sweat. He's very optimistic, but okay. Scree scree from some seagulls. As we got a shot of the zoomed out looking at Sanji, still sitting and watching. They crash. I got a shot of Sanji eating some food with a tup sound effect. And they grumb from the stomach and a double exclamation point from Sanji. We got glug glug as he's drinking some water out of a puddle with a plop and a glug 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 sound effect and a gasp as he comes up for air with a splash sound effect from the water. A triple X or triple dot 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 as his inner thoughts and a grumble. Is he still hungry? Maybe I'll eat just a little more dot dot dot. Sanji with a grump and a gulp and a triple dot dot. Okay, I guess that's just a regular dot 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 at that point. Double exclamation point splash as he goes in for more water. Glug, glug, glug. No, I divided the food into 20 daily portions, and this is only the first day. Grumb. Says the stomach. Exclamation point says Sanji. Also, he's got a little reflection of himself in the pond or the puddle. Stop rumbling, darn it! Stop. He says to his stomach. With a whack whack, as I guess he's punching himself in the stomach or chest or whatever. And from Sanji, and then grumb, and O from Sanji. He's back to sitting on the cliffside looking out for a ship. They crash sound effect from the waves, and a silence sound effect from the silence, and the dot 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 from Sanji, and a crash from the waves. No ships today. They know crash sound effects from the waves. It's nighttime now. The moon's out. I just gotta hang on 2 or 3 more days. Day 5 with a plip, plip, plip from rain. This rain's gonna make it hard to see a ship, says Sanji. The crush sound effect from the waves and the thoom, thoom from thunder, I guess. Exclamation point. A ship, triple exclamation points from Sanji. As he's there's the ship. With the sound effect from the rain. Hey, help! Fire, gotta light a fire to signal true, but also it's raining, so good luck with that. A clack clack as he's trying to start a fire in the rain for some reason. Darn, the wood's too wet to burn. They sound effect from the fire going out because of the rain. Oh wait, don't go, I'm here, says Sanji. The ship gets further away. Please wait, don't go. Help me. Triple exclamation point. A from the rain and a flash from the rain. A rum from his stomach. He says, "Hey," he's yelling. Triple exclamation point. And a rum thoom dot 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 exclamation point splish splish ksh ksh rumb rumb dot 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 ksh rumb, darn it. Yeah, just lots of rain sound effects as he's trying to get the attention of the ship, but it's already too far now. It did not notice him. Oh, okay, we're on day 25. We are past 20 days. All right. I don't know. intensified stomach noises. My last piece of bread. Dot dot dot. Mostly mold. Dot dot dot. And he was 7 times dot 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 or something. And he shuck as he's shaking the bag for more crumbs. Uh, and a tup as he puts the food in his mouth. Sigh, what a waste. Dot dot dot. Um, they left so much food. And her thoughts. Munch, 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 munch as he's thinking back to the chef's eating. Uh, cut that out. You're eating off dirty plates like dogs. A flip, flip. I just threw out some food that looked bad. Sanji eating, frowning. How about it? Want some? As he's thinking back to him, he's doing the dishes. No thanks. Intensified grumbling noises. The whimper from Sanji. Huh? Da da da. Plunk. He drops the food. Falls off the side of the cliff, and a whoa. No, da da da, splash as it's in the ocean now. A scree from a seagull. I don't even know how many dot the dots that is, but it's followed by a double exclamation point and a crush. Sound effect from I don't know what, and a grumba from his stomach, and a scree from another seagull. My last piece of bread. Dot dot dot. I'm starving, says Sanji with a gurgle and a huff and a huff and a crush from the waves and a multiple dot dot dots as Sanji's reaching out over the cliffside and a huff and an and a huff and a crash and a vroom. Okay. Day 30. Oh boy. It'll come soon now, says Sanji. Day 50. It's raining again. With a crush sound effect and a day 70. As he's drinking from the puddle again with a glug 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 and a scrush sound effect and a scrush and a crush as he's looking very hungry now, very skinny. The shot of the sky. And the dot 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 crap geezer dot 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 probably dead. I'm a grown man. I got a bigger stomach than you. As he thinking back to what the Zeph said, and a dot 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 dot. As it looks like he's. What is he doing? Is he climbing down or something? Or he's climbing over the hill to look at the Zeph. Dot dot dot. He's still alive. Dot dot dot. With a crash sound effect from the waves. And look at all the food he's still got. So much food. The chick sound effect was as he pulls a knife. A shot of Zeph with the food. This is all that crap geezer's fault anyway. I'll get that food if I have to kill him. I want to live. What do you want, eggplant head, says Zeph. You see a ship? Exclamation point from Sanji. I came for your food, as he holds the knife. Kill me if you think you can. I'm dead anyway if I don't eat soon. We got multiple dots from the Zeph, and a shick, and a slurp as he tears open the food bag. All this just for all this just for you. What? Dot the dies looks in the bag. A clink, clang, clunk, clank sound effect from as we got a shot of Zeph. We got a multiple dot the dots, double exclamation point. Looks like in the bag there's just treasure. Until you see a ship. Dot the dot. I said no contact. Says Zeph, and then why? Asks Sanji. It's all treasure. Dot dot dot. A fortune in gold. Dot dot dot. dot dot dot, and nothing to eat. Funny, huh? Huh? The whole bag, dot dot dot, it's all treasure. Uh, what about the food? How have you survived? You said you needed more food. They whap as he's grabbed Zeph by the cloak or whatever. Exclamation point, question mark. And he does, Sanji falls over on his butt and with a whump and they dot 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 exclamation point as yeah, Zeph looking very skinny. What happened? Dot 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 dot. Your foot. Oh yeah, he cut off his foot, didn't he? Dot dot dot. You double exclamation point. Your own foot. Dot or exclamation point question mark. You ate it? Exclamation point question mark. That's right. Says Zeph. The food. Dot dot dot. You gave it all to me. Uh, Thinking it over. Well, I do have a whole 5 days worth of food. And Zeph says yes. But without your foot, you can't be a pirate anymore. Reckon not. Dot dot dot, says Zeph. But dot dot dot. And Sanji's crying at this point. Oh, why'd you do that for me? I was gonna kill you. I never gave you a reason to be kind to me, so why? Why? Zeph says, because you had dot 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 the same dream as me. Uh, what? All blue? But dot dot dot, your man said there's no such thing. Zeph says it exists. It goes on to say, when the time comes, head for the Grand Line. We couldn't find it in a year's voyage. Dot 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 dot. What I saw there made me believe in the all blue, but now I've lost the crew I would have sailed there with. I don't feel like being a pirate without them. They didn't believe in the all blue, but they were good hearted fools. They were a good bunch, dot dot dot. Hey, geezer, don't die. As Zeph falls on his back with a whump. You die not after what you did. And Zeph says, the ocean is vast and brutal. Dot, dot, dot. The vastness of this ocean, people die cursing it. Dot, 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 dot. How many people has it swallowed? Exclamation point from Sanji. In all my years as a pirate, I've been in a lot of tough spots where there was nothing to eat. And every time I thought, dot, 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 if only there was a restaurant smack in the middle of the ocean. They crash on the fact. The ocean waves. A restaurant? Question mark, says Sanji. That's right, dot, dot, dot. If I get off this rock alive, dot, 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 I'm gonna build it if it's the last thing I ever do. Alright, time for a quick break. Alright, we're back. Okay. In this age of parts, I may be the only man who could run a grub shop like that. And Sanji says, okay, I'll help you. Just don't die. Humph, it'll be too hard for a puny eggplant head, says one of the two. I'll become strong. Day 85. Hey, on that rock, people. Two of them just lying there. Also, there's a ship by the island now, by the way. They're still breathing. About 3 months ago, I heard someone shouting around here one stormy day. What is that? True? Oh, okay. So they're rescued. So, anyways, back to the present. You ate your own foot, leaving all the food for me. Dot dot dot, says Sanji. Dot dot dot, you saved my life. I think arg from Sanji and a wump as he's pounds his fist into the ground, and the Luffy says Sanji. Don't know what I'm looking at here, but oh, this is a guy with a gun or shotgun to Zeph's head. They 5 times dot dot dot. My surprise dot dot dot. How did he survive a direct hit? Asks. I forget who this is. The guy with the shields, I think. Whoa, he's on his feet, says someone. I won't let you have this restaurant. And I won't let you kill the crap geezer either. Dot dot dot. That fool sacrificed himself to save a worthless boy. Says Sanji. So I'll defend him with my life. A doom sound effect and a whap as he just slaps his chest and pay my debt to the crap geezer. Quadruple exclamation point. Right, that's the end of that chapter. On to 59. Alright. Sanji's debt is the title of the chapter. Looks like the chapter cover has the lion sleepwalking, dreaming about fighting a serpent dragon at sea. And then in his dream, he slaps both the guys who are fighting in his sleepwalk. And it says, after the battle, rampage, sleepwalking, Richie. Okay. Got a woo sound effect as it's repaying a debt, says somebody, double exclamation point, question mark. Sanji, I don't want any favors. I'm not so pathetic that I need a baby eggplant to protect me, says Zeph. And Sanji says, who did whom the favor? If you hadn't eaten your own foot for my sake, you'd never have lost to these fools. Wobble wobble sound effect. One of the pirates chefs says, or chefs say, Sanji looks shaky with a woo sound effect and a chef ate his foot dot 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 so Sanji wouldn't starve. So that's why he's so protective of this grub joint dot dot dot. Patty says he was paying chef back. The other chef with Patty says, who'd thunk that those two who fight like cats and dogs had such a bond? He quad or 5 times dot 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 from Luffy, the woo in the background, and the Y dot 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 from I don't know who this is, I forget. Why did you get up, Sanji? Asks this. I forget who this is, but hold on, I need to get a drink. All right, back. Let's see. The guy with all the shields on his body says ha ha ha. Many more ha ha's, but I'm not gonna read them all. So you want some more of Pearl's surprises? You can't possibly win, you know. The woo sound effect in the background, and looks like there's fire behind him too. The guy with the shields goes on to say, "In this world, it's winner take all. Loser get nothing. Losers get nothing, rather. And whatever the prize, the winner crushes the competition. Am I wrong, Don Krieg?" asks the guy with the shields to Don Krieg. Don Krieg says, "No, that's true." Doom sound effect from who knows what. I don't even know what a doom sound effect is. Anyways, right, Jin? Exclamation point, question mark. Oh yeah, Jin's the guy with the gun pointed at Zeph, and Jin says exclamation point, and another panel with him saying nothing. "I don't even need to ask. Dot dot dot. You're the clear leader in ruthlessness." Says the guy with the shields, Pearl, I think his name is. We're gonna crush you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So why are you standing up? You're just wasting your strength," says the guy with the shields to Sanji. Man, they sure do like their 5-time dot the dots, don't they? Anyways, um, so that's for so that for one moment longer, dot the dot, smirk from Sanji. He says this. This place can remain a restaurant. A exclamation point from Luffy, and a Patty, I think, says, "Does that guy want to die?" That crap punk, says Zeph. A dot 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 triple exclamation point from uh Jin. And a ha, your words are slicker and polished silver, says the guy with the shields. But it's closing time for this dive. It got a whoop sound effect from I don't exactly know what. And a 5 times dot 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 from Sanji. And from now on, this is a pirate ship, says Sanji. Double check Pearl. Dot dot dot. Glare. Um, I'm unclear who said that, but glare from Sanji. Dot dot dot. Surprise. Triple exclamation point as Pearl punches, or at least he hits Sanji with one of the shields. I don't know if it's a punch or what. They clang, and a triple exclamation point from Sanji, and a thump as Sanji hits the floor. Oof, and the shot of Luffy looking upset watching this, and one of the chefs says, "Sanji!" Triple exclamation point. "How hot?" As another chef is on fire with a double exclamation point. Yikes! His fire skin big again. The chefs are saying this time it'll reach the restaurant for sure with a whoosh, and looks like they're splashing water on the fire now. Pearl, put out. Pearl, put out your fire. What good? A burnt ship. It's too hot. Okay, so that's the Don Krieg pirates trying to put out the fire too. We got Luffy frowning, not saying anything. There's a ha 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 ha. A triple exclamation point from Pearl, and you can do something about this if you don't mind the old man dying. That is the woo sound effect in the background, and a dot 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 double exclamation point as Sanji's wiping blood from his mouth and sitting there. And another shot of him continuing to wipe blood from his mouth with the Jin with the gun to Zeph's head, and a close up of the gun to Zeph's head, and a dot 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 triple exclamation point from Luffy, with a erg from Luffy, and then from presumably Luffy as he stretches leg straight up into the air. The wing sound effect and a exclamation point from Luffy. And they stop it, fool, don't interfere, says Sanji. The exclamation point. Uh, and some of the other pirates or chefs or whatever are saying, what's he thinking? That kid, triple exclamation point, question mark, as Jin's looking up at the foot in the air. Is he nuts? Exclamation point, question mark. The woo sound effect, and a Luffy saying gum gum, triple exclamation point, with a shoop sound effect. And also there was a woo. I forget if I said the woo. Battle axe. Oh boy. They whack Krush as he slams down his foot and basically destroys the ship at this point. They triple exclamation point question mark from the people on the ship. A wah from I don't know one of the pirates indoor chefs. And Luffy shut off Luffy. But to stand up, it looks like. The fin triple exclamation point says somebody he shattered it triple exclamation point. That kid's up to something triple exclamation point says I think Don Krieg with a Thum sound effect. Yeah, it's Don Krieg. From I don't know what the Thum is from, but is it raining? I don't know. Anyways, Jin blow a hole in Zeph's head triple exclamation point says presumably Don Krieg. Exclamation point from Jin, but dot dot dot. Hey, I never touched you guys, says Luffy. All I did was bust the fin. Shore boy, what were you thinking? Says I think Sanji. The exclamation point from Jin. I'm going to sink the ship, says Luffy. What, says somebody else? Double exclamation point question mark. What, double exclamation point question mark again? From one of the chefs. What did he just say? Triple exclamation point from another chef. Sink the ship, double exclamation point question mark from either a chef or a pirate. I don't, one of the two. That's not funny. Triple exclamation point says Patty. A gra from all the chefs who are upset about the ship being sunk. That ship is ours, says the pirates. Don't joke about that. Or is that the pirates? Yeah, it's probably pirates because they're already claiming the ship is theirs. Dot dot dot. Triple exclamation point from Don Krieg. Jin triple exclamation point. Quits on and kills F. Are you crazy, you crap kid? Don't you realize why I've slaved away all this time on this ship? Says Sanji to Luffy. They whap sound effect of it looks like Sanji put his arm on Luffy's shoulder, I guess. I don't know. But if I sink it, they've got no prize, says Luffy. Dot dot dot, double exclamation point from Jin. And Zeph just smirking. My enormous debt and the way I feel about this ship, dot dot dot, from Sanji. You could never understand. Luffy brushes Sanji's hand aside with a whap, and Luffy says, "So you're gonna die for this ship? That's stupid." What, says Sanji? Getting killed is no way to repay your debt, says Luffy as he grabbed Sanji by the collar or whatever. With a exclamation point from Sanji. He didn't save your life, dot dot dot, says Luffy. As we got a flashback to gosh, what's this guy's name? The guy who got his arm bit off when he saved Luffy from the serpent or whatever. I forget his name. But dot dot dot, so you could throw it away. Yeah, he didn't save your life, so you could throw it away. Question mark from Sanji. Only a coward would do that, says Luffy. How else can I stop them from taking Zeph's ship, says Sanji. Pearl says, "Now stop squabbling, you two!" Exclamation point from both Luffy and Sanji. It was your misfortune to meet up with Don Krieg's parts. There's nothing you can do now. They was that 5 times from um Zeph. Not when we've got our hostages, says Jin maybe. Now burn and die with this fire pearl. Triple exclamation point with a clang as he's rushing towards them with his shields, and the shields are on fire. And a exclamation point from uh Luffy and Sanji, and a exclamation point from Zeph, as it looks like uh Jin dropped the gun for some reason. The clunk sound effect as it hits the floor. And the wah sound effect from one of the from Pearl. The exclamation point, question mark with a whoa as he's reacting to Jin doing something, I think. With a double exclamation point as it looks like Jin's actually about to attack Pearl. And he does. He hits him with a some kind of baton thing with a ball on the end. He shatters the chest shield of uh Pearl. So it was a very powerful attack. Okay. Jin says, Luffy. Or exclamation point, question mark. That might have been both Luffy and Sanji saying Jin, but yeah. Sorry, Pearl. Step aside, says Jin. Cough from Pearl. Why, Jin? Jin says one of the pirates. Why'd you hit Pearl? Jin, you swine, says Don Krieg. How dare you betray me? And Jin says, I'm sorry, Don Krieg, but after all, we both owe Sanji our lives. They clunk sound effect from, I guess, Pearl hitting the ground. I'll send him to the grave with my own hands, says Sanji. The doom sound effect. Sanji says, huh? And then Patty says that guy shattered Invincible Pearl's cannonball proof shield. So he's not just a flunky. Luffy says, phew. See, it all worked out. Don't lie, says Sanji. You really were going to sink the ship. Don Krieg says, have you lost your mind, Jin? Battle commander of the Pirate Armada. Oh, that was the end of the chapter. Okay, cool. Oh boy, time for chapter 60. Let's go. Chapter title is Resolution, by the way. I don't know what's going on here. We get the lion. It looks like he's now been declared leader. He's got a cape. He's got his own flag. There's a question mark with the dot of the question mark being his head, but with a skull. And also a human skull. It's not like a lion skull. It's a human skull, but with like a lion mane. But then the flag is a lion skull. Well, you know, closer to a lion skull. It's kind of cartoony, but you can tell it's a lion skull. It says after the battle, part 19. Complete Richie's pirate crew. All right. The lion is now the leader. Cool. Anyways, back to the chapter. I got Jin saying, Sanji, I hoped you'd get off this ship without getting hurt, but I guess that's not going to happen. No, I'm afraid not, says Sanji. Jin says, then the best I can offer you, dot 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 dot, is to kill you myself. Sigh, thank you, says Sanji as he lights a cigarette. The swick sound effect. He says, eat worms. You too, Straw Hat. You should have left with your mates, says Jin. From Luffy. How come? I can't lose to a bunch of wimps like you. Uh, exclamation point from Sanji. Triple exclamation point from Pirates. A crook crack sound effect. And an erg. And the dot 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 triple exclamation point. These blokes are getting sassy mouthed with our battle commander. First it's 8 worms, now it's wimps with a woo sound effect, and they were Krieg's pirates, the toughest marauders in the East Blue. A katank sound effect. And we got. It looks like the pirates are jumping off the side of the ship and swim back. Looks like Luffy says, if you're not tough, uh, there's just so many of you. With a twitch sound effect and the pirates in the water now. 5 times dot 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 triple exclamation point. Wait, what happened? Sanji says you hit them where it hurts. Oh, their ego or whatever, I guess. 'Cause it's true, says Luffy. Stupid chore boy. Did you have to make them matter? Says the chefs. They're also in the water too for some reason. It's Don Krieg's crew, kid. Dot dot dot. There's drinks, no joke. Idiot, says Patty. And a heh from Zeph. And we're gonna massacre these cooks now, says the pirates. The splash sound effect. Them jumping out of the water, I guess. We'll kill them to death. Uh, why is it do you always kill people to death? Why don't you ever kill people to life? Huh? Okay, anyways. Stand down, says presumably Don Krieg, with a Thum sound effect and a triple exclamation point. And when the pirate says, but Don Krieg, these guys in a wah sound effect as it looks like they're wiping tears. Getting all worked up over being called wimps, rumble, says, Don Krieg's stomach? Or is that a different sound effect? I don't know. Is he hungry? No. He ate, and then he came to attack, so he's not hungry. I don't know what that sound effect is. Only shows that you acknowledge your weakness. Don Krieg goes on to say, the outcome will tell us who's strong and who's weak. The doom sound effect as we got a close up of Don Krieg. Don Krieg's here, so you can quit screaming. Aye, says the pirates. And a thump. I don't know what that thump was, but okay. Don Krieg, says in our pirates. What authority, says Patty. And the other chef who's with Patty. He's not the boss of a 50 ship fleet for nothing. And then Don Krieg says, boy, dot dot dot, exclamation mark from Luffy. Of the two of us, who do you think is king of the pirates material? Luffy says me, with the doom sound effect. And Sanji says, you just can't help yourself, says Sanji. Luffy says, what? As he's looking back at Patty and whatnot. Oh, that was Patty that said that. And then Luffy looks back at Patty and says, what? 5 times dot dot dot, double exclamation point, grr. From Don Krieg. You dogs stay out of this, says Don Krieg. He says to his crew. Double exclamation point from members of his crew. He's not going to dot dot dot. So another one of them. He's got a shield. Why has everyone got a shield with Don Krieg? Anyways, I'll show that dreamer of a kid dot dot dot. And there's a doom sound effect dot dot dot. What strength really is? What dot 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 is one of the parts. It's the MH5 triple exclamation point. Please Don Krieg, not that. Question mark from Sanji. What is it? Says Luffy. Some of the chefs in the water say MH dot 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 5 question mark. Luffy says if it's a cannonball, I'll bounce it back right back. All right. Then please, Don Krieg, let me kill the kid. Says Jin. Dot dot dot. It doesn't matter whose hand kills him, says Don Krieg. You know that above all, I detest dot 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 sentimental tripe like honor and mercy. This is where all that matters is victory. Alright. Got Don Krieg holding out the shield. Alright, there's a cannon. Okay, anyways. Winning is everything, even if it means the rumble sound effect from the shield cannon thing. The chink sound effect as the mouth on the shield opens. Also, by the way, there's a skull and crossbones on the shield. Anyways, the mouth opens and there's like a hole. Using the poison gas cannonball. Poison gas says Sanji or maybe Jin. Don Krieg says definitely Jin. Don Krieg says, one whiff of this noxious poison, and you'll turn to mush. This is true strength, says, I mean, is it though? Is it strength to poison your enemy? Whatever. Don Krieg says, this is true strength. Yeah, I read that. And then there's a boom as he fires the cannon. Double exclamation point from the, Zeph, Patty, and other chef. The pirates put on gas masks with a whap sound effect. Danger, dive deep, says the chefs as they dive into the water. And they woo sound effect of the cannonball, the rushing towards them. It's coming. Triple exclamation point. And Luffy says, no big deal. I'll just knock it into the water. Stop, you fool, says Sanji. They 5 times dot 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 double exclamation point tomp tomp from Luffy running. Luffy's prepared to kick and or punch the cannonball, poison gas. So what? Dot 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 question mark says Luffy. Heh from Don Krieg, and a many dot dot dots from Jin, and a wrong says Jin, and then twing as Luffy hits it, and it looks like ninja throwing stars explode out of it. Okay. They were from Sanji as he's dodging these ninja stars. And a vrr as the ninja stars are flying through there with a clunk, clunk, clack, 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 chunk, chunk sound effects from the ninja stars hitting the ship. A exclamation point question mark from one of the chefs. What the? And a splash as they're looking about what happened. Shurikens, yeah, that's what they're called. And a thwomp, and a yip from I don't know somebody. And ung from Luffy as it looks like he's been cut up a few times by these shurikens. That hurts, says Luffy. A shuriken bomb. Splash. It was a trick. Interesting. Okay. Hey, that wasn't poison gas, says Sanji. You're a little slow, says No, that wasn't poison gas, says Luffy. And Sanji responds with, "You're a little slow." But it hurts, says Luffy. Don Krieg says, "You don't use something as valuable as poison gas cannonball for this. I could annihilate an entire village with one of those. You think I'd waste it just to rub out 2 pieces of trash? Ha 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 ha." Says Don Krieg. I see, says Luffy with a doom sound effect. That's 1 point for you. Why he's why is he taking it so calmly, says the other chef who's with Patty and Zeph. "This is worse, Sunny. I have many ways of killing you," says Don Creek. Now I ask you again, which of us is king of the pirates material?" Luffy responds with a me, and a doom sound effect behind him. You don't have what it takes, says Luffy. Is that like a triple? No, not triple. 5 times ... from Don Krieg. Jin says, "Don Krieg, do your duty and send that cook to hell. As for this callow whelp, I'll kill him myself." Triple exclamation point. The rumb sound effect, and a Don Krieg is really mad, says the pirates, and a gulp gulp. And Jin says, "Understood, Don Krieg," with a woo sound effect and a 280 count ... from Sanji. Sorry, Sanji, says Jin. But you can't beat me." A doom sound effect and a heh heh heh, or rather just 2 has. We'll see about that, says Sanji. You small fry scoundrel, with a doom sound effect. Don Krieg says, "Now, boy, I'll show you the armed might that rules the East Blue, and you'll see how insignificant your little power is." Luffy says, "Try it." Uh, "I'll send you flying," says Luffy with a doom sound effect. Alright. A doom sound effect again, and I'm coming across, so you... Wait, so say your prayers, says Luffy. He's talking about walking across this little pole that's separating them two. And there's like water between them. And Luffy, of course, can't swim, so he's gonna go. Well, I say he's gonna walk across, but also he could just stretch across, to be fair. And Don Krieg responds with a heh heh heh, "Why don't you fly over again?" A crack from Luffy's knuckles cracking. Double exclamation point from Jin, who's preparing an attack by twirling his baton things. Here I come, says Jin to Sanji. A whoosh sound effect from the baton spinning. The woo from the pirates. Go get 'em, Jin. And a thump as he slams one of the batons into the ground, the floor. Exclamation point from Sanji. A crack from was Sanji cracking his neck? I don't know. And it's from Sanji. And a raw as Jin swings his batons at Sanji, but Sanji jumps out of the way with a jumps out of the way of the attack with a crash sound effect and double exclamation point. And there's a whoosh sound effect on the next page is Sanji kicks at Jin. They wump. Did he land the kick? Darn from Sanji. They call me ... the Demon Man. Exclamation point from Sanji in response to Jin saying that. Alright, and then And then suddenly, Jin has Sanji pinned with the baton. I can't show you any mercy now. Uh, Farewell, says Jin. A dot 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 exclamation point from Sanji, and also there's a thump as he's hit the ground or whatever. Anyways, that's the end of the chapter. Next chapter, the demon. It's chapter 61. All right. The demon. I'll smash you to pulp, says Don Krieg. Not Don Krieg, Jin. Wait, what? Oh, is there no chapter cover this time? They were sound effect as he's twirling the other baton that's not being used to pin Sanji. And the ha ha ha, the commander's finally his old self again. Pulverize his skull, Jin, says the pirates. Sanji from the chefs. And the too many to count dot 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 from Sanji with a flu. From Sanji, I don't know why I'm saying flu, but okay. Okay, now we got the chapter cover. It says the demon. This is One Piece. It's a double-sided chapter cover. On the right side, we got a giant squid thing. With a basket full of I don't know, turnips or something. Looks like they're farming. We got Luffy who's riding in a wheelbarrow, being pushed by Usopp. Is that his name? Usopp. On the other side, we got Zolo. Is that his name? Yeah, Zolo. He's kind of just standing there. He looks like he's eating one of the turnip things or whatever. There's another squid octopus thing, walking away towards the hut. We got oh gosh, what's the girl's name? Yeah, I don't remember the girl's name, but she's there, sleeping, leaning against a tree with a book that she was presumably reading. All right. Anyways, oh, and then we got another white page. This is One Piece. One Piece. All right, to the chapter. I think womb sound effect. This is bringing down the baton, but they hit Sanji and they patoof sound effect from Sanji spitting out his cigarette towards Jin. They from Jin and a triple exclamation point from the cigarette hitting Jin inside the face. And then from this, there's a swap, as it looks like. Um, as it looks like Sanji is able to slide out from under the other baton that he was pinned out under. And then there's a tomp sound effect as Jin slams down, but misses because Sanji is now currently doing a handstand from after getting out from under the pin. And then exclamation point from Jin. The whoop sound effect from I don't know, dude. There's so many things that could be a whoop right about now. Then a whack as it looks like Sanji does another handstand, but in the process of putting his feet in the air, kicks Jin the chin, essentially. Alright, triple exclamation point from Jin. Double or no, dot 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 double exclamation point from Jin. And then he's going in for another swing of the baton. A whip sound effect, and a tomp sound effect as he hits Sanji in the side. A triple exclamation point from Sanji, and a splurp from Sanji. And he's got blood coming out of his mouth, and a whomp sound effect as he hits. Looks like they both hit the floor. All right, and then the pirates are saying, "Hey, that cook got a kick in on Jin." They tomb sound effect. Jin's not gonna get whipped too, is he? Um, Don Krieg says, fools, how can you doubt Jin's fighting ability? Think of what you've seen him do. Don Krieg says one of the parts. Don Krieg goes on to say, Jin is my own cool-headed, trusted demon man. That's why he's my battle commander. He'll show his true colors soon. Dot dot dot. Uh, that's Jin. Dot dot dot. Says the pirates. I started thinking back to, I guess, past battles Jin has had. He'll torture a man to death, heedless of his screams. The demon man hasn't an ounce of mercy. Dot dot dot, double exclamation point from Sanji. The woos sound effect. Patty says, is Sanji okay? The other chef says, does he look okay? Or that, yeah. And then he goes on to say, including his injuries from that shield guy, he must have 5 or 6 busted ribs. And then, like Sanji's standing back up. If you're the battle commander of this defunct armada, dot dot dot, Sanji, maybe Krieg's pirates aren't so formidable after all. A exclamation point from Jin. I don't know, like 7 dot dot dots or whatever from Jin. The sound effect. A slurp as he's licking the blood on his that's coming out of his mouth or whatever. Hey, says Luffy. He's not looking this way, says Luffy as he's beginning to cross the mast over to Don Krieg. Now's my chance to send him flying. They whoop as he's running across the pole. Oomph. From Luffy. Don't get your hopes up, says Don Krieg as he's readying another shot of his cannon shield. A swap sound effect. Um, Ka-chang as the shield cannon expands out and is ready to fire even more. With what looks like even more holes for cannons and balls and whatnot. What am I looking at here? Is Stone Creek snapping his finger? What am I looking at here? A fook sound effect. From Luffy and a splump and a yikes from Luffy and a kaboom. Some kind of explosion. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, there. So multiple cans are going off. You're dead meat now, says Don Krieg. Looks like a is it called it? Yeah, a Gatling gun, where it's like a big chain of bullets. All right. Question mark from Luffy with a bam, bam, bam in the background, and like wah, as Luffy's retreating now. Looks like it's firing off spike poles or something. They foosh foosh. Sound effect of the spike poles, or I guess they're stakes, because Luffy's saying stakes. Oh, looks like one of the stakes hits him in the back of the leg. A chunk sound effect, then a yow from Luffy and a swip. Sound effect. Looks like Luffy's about to fall in the ocean. The wah, and Luffy says the ocean, and a whoosh, a swish out of Luffy's foot. Like he's maybe jumping off, propelling himself. Yeah, he lands back onto the other side. Then oof, and a flop as he lands on his back. Heh, close call, says Don Krieg. Anchor boy. And an ow from Luffy. Darn it. And a thud. Tunk. Yeah, he's pulling the steak out of his leg. You lousy jerk, says Luffy. You wanna fight? Do I want to fight? I don't require desire. Battle demands only the tools and methods of death. That's armed, my boy. All you can do is charge in like a monkey. Uh, exclamation point from Luffy, and the scree sound effect from Luffy as he's, I don't know, stretching his lips or whatever. Um, this monkey's gonna give you a nasty scratching, says Luffy. Exclamation point from Luffy as it seems like he notices the fight with Sanji. Or something. Go on, finish him, Jin, says Down Krieg. Humph, look. He also says, cough, 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 says Sanji. They shake as he's shaking and coughing. And they do him sound effect, and Sanji's on the ground, by the way, and they plip plip from blood, I guess. And a from Sanji, and a conk sound effect, and a woo sound effect, and a plop plop from blood dripping off the baton cannonball thing. I don't know what it is, but proof says or patoof because he's spitting out blood. Yeah, Jin's spitting out blood. Pirates in the water are saying "Wahaha." His bones are shards. Ha ha ha. Kill him. The chefs are saying "Arg." If only Sanji hadn't taken that beating from the shield man. He's being hit at least 10 times with those iron clubs. Dot 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 exclamation point exclamation point. From Luffy, a huff from Sanji, and goes on to say, "Those skewered dumplings you're swinging aren't much good, are they?" asks Sanji. Exclamation point from Jin. You, says Sanji with a dot dot dot. And there's a shake shake sound effect. And dot 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 small fry scoundrel. I'm in her thoughts now. I'm in trouble. This guy's tough. Okay. Jin's twirling the batons again, rushing towards Sanji. I'll finish you now, says Jin. With a womb sound effect and a don't squirm. And an exclamation point from Sanji. And die Sanji is Sanji does another dodge featuring a handstand partway through the dodge. And from the effort of him swinging the baton and the whoosh as he misses. What is this? You missed on purpose, says Sanji. Like a 7 times dot 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 from Jin. Quit playing around. A thunk sound effect of. Honestly, I don't know. Sanji's doing something. There's legs in the air. Maybe Jin was kicked. I don't know. A what, Jin, says the pirates. A crick from Sanji. Exclamation point from Luffy, still stretching his lips. What, says somebody. Exclamation point question mark from somebody else. Looks like Jin's on the ground and Sanji's on his knees. Yeah. Patty says, "Hey Sanji." The other chef says he's a goner. He can't even take the shock of his own attack. Sound effect and a die from Jin. And a ha from the pirates and a ha from the pirates, and that guy's got nothing. And from Don Krieg, and a dot 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 exclamation point from Jin, I think, or Sanji, one of the two. And a doom sound effect is Jin's now holding Sanji by the throat, and he's got one of the batons. And Jin says, "Lousy cook." And the chefs are shocked. And we got Jin with tears in his eyes. And he says, "I can't do it." Don Krieg. Don Krieg says, "What?" 5 times dot 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 from Sanji. Jin dot 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 question mark from Luffy. "I can't dot dot dot," says the Jin dot dot dot, "kill this man." What did you say? Says Don Krieg. Eat. In the flashback of uh in the flashback where it looks like, yeah, Sanji was giving Jin some food. He says eat, dot 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 from Jin, cause I dot dot dot, and then back to the flashback. Good, eh? um and then Don Krieg says, "Say that again if you dare." That was the first time in my life dot dot dot, the plop plop sound effect from tears, that anyone was ever so kind to me. I dot dot dot, I can't kill this man. Dot 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 triple exclamation point clank sound effect from Don Krieg's chilled cannon. Imbecile, says Don Krieg. Double exclamation point from the pirates. No, Don Krieg, you wouldn't. That's in their chapter. Alright. Okay, cool. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go on to chapter 62. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, 62. Chapter title, MH5. Alright, we're back with uh, Richie the Lion. Is the pirate crew, I guess. Uh, okay. Richie's saying, question mark? Okay. Um, he's kind of just standing there. There's other pirates he's potentially going up against. It says, Adventures of Richie's Pirate Crew, Part 1, the indigenous Kumate tribe. He's fighting some tribal people. Or about to, anyways. Alright, Don Krieg says, "You can't bring yourself to kill him. You disappoint me, Jin. I thought that you, of all men, would faithfully execute the principles of Don Krieg's pirates. I named you battle commander of the pirate armada because of your strength and ruthlessness in the pursuit of victory. I believe that you were unsurpassed in these things." We got many dots from Jin. Jin goes on to say, with tears in his eyes, "I'm sorry, I would never betray you, and I don't regret anything I've done in your service. I respect your strength," says Jin, "and I thank you." And many dots from Sanji, but this one person I cannot kill. Many dots from Luffy. We got Luffy shot of his legs with the blood coming out from the wounds he's suffered from Don Krieg's cannonballs. They plop plop sound effect, and Don Krieg, or no, Jin says, "Don Krieg, is there any way any way at all that the ship could possibly be spared?" Asks Jin with tears in his eyes. Triple exclamation point from Don Krieg with a chunk sound effect. The pirates in the water are saying, has Jin lost his mind? Commander, you stink. What's gone into you, Jin? Many dot dot dots from the chefs in the water, and a dot 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 exclamation point question mark from Patty Zeff and the other chef. It's inexcusable that you, my most trusted officer, should refuse to obey my order, says Don Krieg. The clang sound effect as he's readying another attack, I think. What madness has possessed you? Exclamation point from Jin. The MH5 says the pirates. Whap. As they put on the gas masks again. Put your masks on. This time it's for real. Exclamation point from the chefs. A poison gas bomb. Exclamation point, question mark. Why you run, says Luffy. Don Krieg, says Jin. These cooks saved all of our lives. Drop your gas mask, Jin. Says Don Krieg. The rar sound effect. You are no longer part of this crew. Exclamation point, what? Exclamation question mark from Jin. But dot dot dot, Don Krieg dot dot dot. The Don's gonna kill Jin, says one of the pirates. You're addled, he wouldn't go that far, says another pirate. Jin's Don Krieg's right hand. Nobody ever served him as loyally as Jin, says another pirate. Remember that time as we flash back to another time where looks like there's 3 pirate ships in this flashback? We had just escaped from the Grand Line, dot dot dot. Iron Fist full bodies squadron was chasing us, dot dot dot, and Commander Jin disguised himself as the Dawn and acted as a decoy. Okay. He's put his life on the line many times for Don Krieg. He always executed the Don's orders with demonic ferocity. How could the Don kill a man like that? Drop that mask, says Don Krieg. Many dot dot dots from Jin with a whoop sound effect as he's holding the mask. You think I'd let you shoot that, says Luffy as he's rushing towards Don Krieg. With a whoosh sound effect and a shot of Don Krieg. And then a shot of Luffy. And then looks like Don Krieg fires more of the stakes at Luffy. Luffy appears to dodge and is on the underside of the pole now. Alright, he says, out of the way. Says Don Krieg, you won't hit me again, says Luffy, with a boom, 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 boom sound effect of the stakes and a whip sound effect and a whoop. Yeah, Luffy's on their side now. And a shriek, 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 as I guess he's crawling on the other side. Several dot dot dots from Jin. Anchor Boy says, Don Krieg, I'd have killed you even if you hadn't interfered. They crack sound effect as Don Krieg smashes the pole that Luffy's climbing on. Double exclamation point from presumably Luffy. Splash as the pole hits the water. The wah from Luffy. It's going under. Don Krieg, okay, Luffy's back on top now. Instead of the underside with a boom, boom, boom as he's firing more stakes at Luffy. Double exclamation point from Luffy. Aha from Luffy. They flew. Sound effect from Sanji. A thwump sound effect from Looks like Luffy's back on the other side, safe and sound. Okay. Jin says, Luffy, don't obey that pansy Krieg. I'm gonna clobber him. Um, Jin responds with an exclamation point. Sanji says, chore boy. Dot dot dot. Luffy says, or no, I don't know who's speaking, but I think it's Jin says, "Hey Brad!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Don't belittle Don Krieg! Triple exclamation point! Exclamation point! Question mark from Luffy. Jin says Don Krieg is the mightiest man alive. A runt like you could never defeat him! Exclamation point! Question mark from Luffy. uh, and then Sanji says, "Wake up, Jin! Your hero's trying to kill you." Um, as he grabs Don Krieg's shoulder. Of course, says Jin. I'm a coward who let foolish sentiment get in the way of duty. Um, Jin tosses the mask in the water as he says, I deserve to die, with a splash of the mask hitting the water. Sanji says, why? The pirates say, Jin, dot dot dot. Who is speaking here? Is Don Krieg. His cannon shield saying, deathly poison gas bomb, MH5, kaboom. He fires it. They woo. It's going through the air towards them. Double exclamation point question mark from somebody. Probably Luffy, I don't know. Here it comes, says the pirates, and they put on their masks with a WAP sound effect, and arg, dive deep, says the chefs in the water, and they, with a plump as they dive into the water, and a kachak as Zeph puts on his own mask. Looks like Luffy is reaching towards the pirates to remove their masks. They woom, sound effect and a hello from the pirates, and Luffy's grabbed two of their masks, and I'm borrowing these, says Luffy. No, says the pirates, and a pop sound effect of the masks coming off, and Sanji says or I'm too weak to move. Are they tremble? Is that tremble? Yeah, that's a tremble sound effect. Here you guys, as he tosses the masks towards Sanji and Jin, and a whoosh sound effect of the masks going through there, and the exclamation point from Jin and Sanji. And then Luffy's on his knees, looking at the water, saying, "Huh, there." They all went under. They tump and a sound effect and an EM mask too, and we sound effect of the bomb going through the air, and or cannonball, I don't know, whatever it is. Chef head aft. This is one of the pirates or chefs. Maybe Patty. Top sound effect of them rushing into the cabin or whatever, the aft, whatever that is. What am I gonna do? Says Luffy. He's very panicked. He's saying, "Ah, huh?" Question mark. As he notices a mask and a clunk sound effect. We got a shot of the bomb getting closer. This is a military might, says Don Krieg, and a kafoosh as the impacts and the gas goes everywhere with a triple exclamation point, and a got a zoomed out shot with it saying all right. We got a shot of the smoke cloud. Luffy has the gas mask on. They huff foo. I'm alive. Dot dot dot. Good thing this mask happened to be lying around. I got a shot from behind Don Krieg, looking at the gas going everywhere. A ploosh as the chefs come up for air. Pirates using poison gas. What's the world coming to? These guys are monsters. And he flew, huff, 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 as they're coming up for air. I shot the sky with the birds. It's been 5 minutes now. Are Sanji and Chore Boy okay? Look, the poisonous fog is clearing. They splish sound effect. Ooh sound effect as a figure is appearing from the gas. Um, we had somebody saying, or Sanji saying Jin, as looks like Jin's holding the mask to Sanji's face. Get off me. Double exclamation point from maybe Luffy, who's noticing what's going on. Looks like Jin isn't wearing a mask, but he's holding the mask to Sanji's face. And Sanji saying Jin. Luffy says, hey, as he takes off his mask. Where's your gas mask? Plip plip from the blood on Jin with a shake, 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 and a gack. And Luffy says, the mask. You threw your gas mask to me. A ploof sound effect has, it looks like, Jin has, now died from the gas. And a, tunk sound effect. And, Sanji says, Jin. And Don Krieg says, ha ha ha, what a fool. The sin of gratitude brought him to this state, and all for a little food. Triple exclamation point from Sanji. Don Krieg goes on to say, well, they say death is the only cure for fools. Ha 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 from Don Krieg. And then shake, shake, shake from, Jin. Or maybe Jin was the one laughing and he says Don Krieg. Sanji says Jin. Dot dot dot. You made a mistake in choosing to follow that man. Krieg. Says Luffy with a quadruple exclamation point. That's in the chapter. No, right? Alright, cool. How many chapters left? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say we probably stop there. Right, how many did I read? I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I read 6 and I got 6 left. Yeah, we're gonna stop there. For today, I'm gonna have to do a part 4. Anyways. You know, looks like the battle with Don Krieg's coming to a close here soon. You know, very exciting. Anyways, that's the end of the recording.